On our third day in Iceland, our last full day, we decided to take a Southern Iceland bus tour. This is from Reykjavik. It was a 10-hour tour, which is a long day, but we got some really neat stops. Our first stop was Skogafoss Waterfall. Skogafoss is one of the biggest waterfalls in the country. It's really neat, too. If you get really close to this waterfall, you can get soaking wet. So you got to be careful. If you don't want to get wet, don't get too close. I loved how beautiful this waterfall is, that is pouring straight down, and I think it's pretty large too. Just gorgeous. There's a path that leaves the top of the waterfall. It was 527 steps. Brian decided to stay down while I decided to go up because I felt like I couldn't miss it. I felt like I was dying on the way up. It was nice up there, but I don't know if it was worth it. I think I like the view from the bottom better. This waterfall is also really big in popular culture. It was used in Thor Dark World and was also featured in the show Vikings and in Game of Thrones. In Game of Thrones, this waterfall was the waterfall that Daenerys Targaryen and Jon Snow kiss in front of. The views on the bus ride itself are really neat, and I just couldn't stop staring out of the window at the different views of Iceland. Just such gorgeous scenery and landscape. So we stopped in Vik, which is a small town in the south, for lunch, and then we went to Reynisfjara, which is I'm saying that completely wrong, which is the Black Sand Beach in Iceland. I had never been to a Black Sand Beach before, and I was just in awe. Like, I couldn't believe that this was naturally occurring. I just kept looking at the sand. This was gorgeous, and I think this was my favorite thing to do in Iceland. I just couldn't get over how beautiful it was. You have to be really careful here, though, because the tides will come in. Actually, when we were trying to take pictures in the cave, we thought we were far enough away and safe, and the water came up into the cave. So there has been some deaths here, so just as long as you stand back and be careful, just the water is very unpredictable. But this is a gorgeous spot and a must visit in Iceland. Also, the behind the Black Sand Beach, there's some basalt sea stacks that were just amazing, and I've never seen anything like it in my life. I was just such in awe here, and I would love to go back. stop was Seljalandsfoss Waterfall. Again, butchering the name, but I really love this waterfall. It's not as big as Skogafoss Waterfall, the first one we went to. But the neat thing about this one is that you can walk behind the waterfall and get to see it from the back. I've never experienced anything like that, and I really just loved it. It was so beautiful. On the way back to Reykjavik, we got to see an amazing sunset and some beautiful views of the Icelandic landscape, including the volcano E15, which erupted in 2010. When we got back to Reykjavik, we went to a fish buffet, and as we were leaving, we got to see the northern lights. They almost never show in Reykjavik because of the air pollution, but it was an amazing end to a fantastic trip in Iceland. I can't wait to go back again. We loved it so much.